All right, so we're going to check out the new Jay-Z video, The Story of OJ, from the album that just came out, right? Came out this week?
444.
It came out on April 4th?
No, it's called 444. Because he, as the story goes, he got the inspiration. He woke up one day at 444 and started making the album.
Oh, that sounds lame.
He wrote that song.
All right, so it's animated. That's cool. It's
Done in that classic Disney style.
in that classic Disney minstrel show style. It's got like a jazzy beat going on.
Supposedly that line, the house nigga line, is a jab at Bill Maher.
That looks like Django, Samuel L. Jackson and Django. I like how the cartoon is like supposed to be stereotypical and offensive, you know. How long do you think it took to animate this, considering it's definitely not computer?
Oh, it's probably computer. Even South Park. I mean, South Park using computer.
Oh, see, that says how much I know about animation. Trying to give people credit, and Daniel just fucking smacks it down. Now they did it on a computer. In my head, they drew each fucking frame.
Maybe they did.
Nah, no way. Turn around. Too long. There's a reason why Disney movies always took like 7 years in between each movie. Well.
My first thing is one track.
Jay-Z's so woke.
I feel, well, I mean, I've read this on the internet. I've read people who have said, people keep saying that, you know, Jay-Z changed the game, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Listening to this video and watching the video to his words, he said way more than I've ever heard Kendrick say in his whole entire life.
Oh, shots fired.
And this one video, can
you respond to that, Carlos? Can we get a response?
You've never heard Kendrick's songs then?
He said more in this one video about the history of
this is definitely a better video than the Kendrick videos.
I'm talking about videos.
You're talking about the video?
Yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
Content-wise, lyrically.
I'm talking about I'm not going to argue about whether or not, because we can go back. Jay-Z has way more songs than Kendrick, so I could easily say Jay-Z said more just based on that fact. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about music videos wise. This one video right here has said more than any of Kendrick videos. Maybe I didn't say that. My bad. That's what I meant.
Videos you said.
Then my bad. That's what I meant. Videos. Because I mean, that's real. Like everything that he just said, just in the imagery.
What's that cartoon with the fist that everybody uses? That
Arthur Fist.
Yeah, Carlos just Arthur fisted off camera. I mean, it was a cool video. I like the animation. I think it was definitely saying something. Having all the characters look the way they're doing. Well, I mean,
it's not a very uplifting song.
No, it's definitely not. It's not a.
It's a weird thing where it's like.
Well, I mean,
it's true, but like, what do you? Okay, all right.
Well, he's just trying to say that no matter how elevated you get, no matter where you go in life, you're still a nigga.
I know, I get that.
You know, and that's like.
So do you embrace it? What's the takeaway? That's my thing, because I feel like there's certain parts of the video where, you know, where his character is walking around, you know, flexing and brushing whatever, doing that shit like. Still me, you know, just be you, but at the same time, the imagery at the end of the video with the slaves, and you know, it's all depressing and shit. And the Jesse Owens, like, you know,
he's also Dumbo dropping money into the hood,
and everyone's like, oh yeah.
He's helping out, like giving back to the people, you know.
So what's the takeaway?
I feel like maybe he's just saying like this is what's happening, but underneath it all, he's trying to say we need to support each other. We need to have each other's backs, you know. This is the history of what our people in the United States.
That's what I like about it. Because
there
was none of what was portrayed in this video was fake. Maybe it was over the top. Maybe it was dramatized, obviously, because you know they're literally using like the Pickaninny Freeze actor, like the cartoons, like those old school. Fucking Civil War.
Yeah, well, the super exaggerated features that they look ape-like. They look, you know, they have the big lips, but then their nose kind of make them look like they're monkeys of some sort. But then they put humanistic features like the hair.
So that's why. So
the outfits. You know,
so nothing in the video is false. I mean, maybe, you know, Jesse Owens obviously doesn't look like that, but they were portrayed as that way. So I mean, it's like, so it's very true. I mean, that's why I didn't say anything, because I was actually like into the video, which, you know, it can't be said for everything, but I don't know. How do you like the beat, the music, whatever? Like,
I mean, it was a cool laid back beat. I think I've said before, I've never been one to like really listen to people's words all the way in. You know, I'm more about delivery and the beat itself. The beat, this isn't a radio song. If this song becomes a hit on the radio, I'm going to be surprised, because it's not.
You can't dance to it.
The
You
beat,
can't really.
yeah, the beat is definitely not a radio beat. You know, it's more, that's definitely chilling at the house smoking weed beat. You know, I know Michael Rappaport was talking about this album. He's like not impressed with the beats at all. You know, and I guess lyrically, Jay-Z's trying to be more conscious than he has been in the past with his album. But
so like basically it's the Kendrick effect, right? No, people have said that he's so deep that people have been getting deeper on their words. That's why I needed to clarify.
That's ridiculous.
Well, that's why I needed to clarify that I meant video and not his words.
People are still talking about Tupac, and he's been dead for 20 fucking years. He's been like. He's been doing wrong? Like conscious.
People believe that?
Socially conscious videos. These are. If you think that Kendrick is like revolutionizing hip hop with his conscious lyrics, you don't know a goddamn thing about hip hop, and you need to open up a fucking history book or do your goddamn research, all right? Because he ain't doing shit that ain't nobody done before, and he's not doing it as well as they used to in the past. And I'm not trying to go on another fucking Kendrick.
Says who?
Says who? Says people who've been in the game, not a bunch of fucking wet under the nose, fucking wet behind the ears motherfuckers like Carlos. What? Just started listening to hip hop fucking 6 months ago. That's who I'm talking about.
You haven't listened to hip hop in 6 months.
I haven't listened
or 6 years.
You started 6 months ago. Shit, I got a lifetime of hip hop experience before you, bruh.
I don't know what your argument is.
He's saying that Kendrick's weak.
I'm not saying that.
And he's not responsible. No, he's saying that he's not responsible for
He's responsible
Jay-Z.
for the lately, yeah.
I don't know. If it doesn't have an instrument, I'm not really that interested in it, to be honest with you.
I'm sure like the political climate we're in right now has nothing to do with it at all. It has nothing to do with anything that's going on right now. It's all Kendrick.
Are you being sarcastic, Gian?
I don't know, man.
I didn't say it was all Kendrick.
I don't know.
Because I mean, it's clearly based on what.
Who said it was all Kendrick?
Huh?
Who said that?
I mean,
where are you getting your information?
I can't throw anyone under the bus.
What?
I can't. I'm not going to throw people under the bus.
Where did you hear this from?
From Facebook. People on Facebook. A lot of people on Facebook. Like anytime Kendrick's ever dropped an album, his new single, whatever, it's like they make it seem like we've all just been educated on some new shit. Maybe not on the last album. I 100% agree.
The one before that was more conscious.
But okay, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, nobody was talking about the last album the way they're talking about this album. That's for sure.
In a bad way or a good way?
No, like nobody's like blowing up the spot about his last album the way they are about this one. You
think so? I think his last album was bigger.
No,
this one's bigger, but the last one was better.
So maybe maybe I've seen more about the last album on Facebook because of the social awareness, and then not so much
because
this one.
When he dropped that album, like the way like he said.
Why are we talking about Kendrick? This is about Jay-Z.
It's your fault. You started
fucked
it.
Up.
You brought it up, man.
But I mean, do you think he's done? Do you think Jay-Z needs to hang it up? I know you didn't listen to the records, but do you feel like there ever reaches there's ever a point where a hip hop artist needs to just hang it up? Like you're too far away removed from the game, whatever. In general, anybody.
I think that's tough. I feel like if he still puts out music that people want to listen to, then all for it. Hip hop's my thing with hip hop is it's like when you lose that credibility, I don't want to like fuck with you, but other people out there, whatever, people used to buy Will Smith albums. You know what I mean?
I won a dance contest to a Will Smith song.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Must have been a lot of shitty dancers.
It was the Men in Black, whatever the theme song for Men in Black was. Get jiggy with it.
I thought it was We Are the Men in Black.
No,
we are the Men in Black.
That was one of them, and then Get Jiggy with it.
Get Jiggy with it was on Men in Black.
I think so.
He won a dance contest.
Now we're talking about Will Smith.
Carnival.
It was. That's exactly what it was.
Back to Jay-Z.
You know what I won?
Jay-Z has nothing to prove anymore. What'd you win?
I won a hat with the fan on it.
With the little spinner hat.
No, like it was a visor, but
Like
it had like two
spinners, like
fans on it,
like
and it would
rims?
blow into your face.
Bro, I'm sure you still have that hat.
I don't.
And use it.
I wish I did. I would wear it on the podcast.
He would.
That's ridiculous.
But anyway, what were you gonna say?
I'm saying back to, Jay-Z has nothing to prove. So
He hasn't had anything to prove since he quote unquote retired, like during that Black Album thing. It was
yeah,
a
he's
big old
retired
thing.
quite a few times, I think.
But I mean, he hasn't needed anything. to
No,
prove
he doesn't
anything
have
since
to
then.
prove anything now. So if he just wants to make an experimental album, I haven't heard the album, so I don't know anything about it. But if he wants to make something that like is not gonna sell records and is not a radio banger, that's just because he feels like it. He can. That's fine.
It already went platinum.
He's at that level, you know.
It's a good segue because if you guys are interested in hearing more about this conversation, because this video has gone on a little bit too long, we're actually going to continue it in the podcast because we're going to discuss whether or not Jay-Z's 1 million albums is actually real or not. And that's really if it even matters about album sales in general. Because I don't know if you know, for those who don't know, the RIAA, the people who certified like platinums, blah, 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 they changed the rules to where, because Jay-Z has not sold 1 million albums. He's had 1 million like downloads from Tidal and stuff like that. But we'll get into that and we'll talk about the legitimacy of that, our opinions on it and stuff like that. But as far as everything goes, I love this video. Definitely like support it. I enjoy it. I'd listen to it, watch it again. I feel like there's a lot of subtleties that we probably missed too just by watching it for the first time. But do you have anything else?
Yeah, if you want to check out our other reaction videos, click on the links at the end of this.
There you go. It's good.
Deuces.
16 minutes.